Right, how's it going, everybody? This is Ismortah. I think I'm about to sneeze. Yep. Whew, man, I'm allergic to ELEMANCERS. Yes, I have some more ELEMANCERS update to share with you this evening during this board game session, 7 p.m. PST. Alright, so what I have is just what's going on this weekend as far as ELEMANCERS Light and Dark, as well as what's going to be happening the following week in a nutshell. And like always for these updates, I want them to be short, just so you can quickly get information, but be high impact. So before I get started, I just want to check the Twitch feed, make sure audio is okay, since this is mostly an audio sharing this evening. Let's give me 1 second. Alright, while this is trying to catch up, I'll talk about stuff that's less impact, but super fun, is been demoing at DunderCon and getting great reception, which is awesome. I mean, anybody I've gotten to touch this game is like, oh, I love this, where can I buy that? It's like, well, it's on Kickstarter. Oh, did you design this game? Yeah, so, you know, help back the game Kickstarter so I can produce this game for the masses. And that's really what Kickstarter is all about, is I'm trying to raise money just for mass production. Making the game individually, which I could do, it's just very expensive, and it's unlikely someone's going to pay more than, you know, like $70 to buy the game. Cool, this works. Alright, so, yes, this weekend has been DunderCon, and it actually continues through President's Day tomorrow, so I'll do most likely another demo of ELEMANCERS again tomorrow morning. But yeah, so far great reception, and that's some stuff I want to show you. It's like what's happening at DunderCon and what's happening next week, so I'll just keep going on with DunderCon. So, here I got a snapshot of a game of ELEMANCERS yesterday, Saturday afternoon, and everyone there just had loads of fun and was also interested in learning more about the Kickstarter. And it's a great shot because you can see I was playing as well, so it was a 5-player game, but again, we're controlling all 6 clans. You have the dark faction above, light faction below. Super fun. This is, I believe, was in the middle or beginning of round 2 when this photo was taken. That's why you already see the magical barrier, that shield plastic piece removed, because Bronzu came out, and I believe she came out the first turn of round 2. But yeah, loads of fun. You see, like, there's guys everywhere. There's a lot of avatar standees on the top there, like doing some combat, as well as the dragon over there too, being a little bitch, eating tokens, absorbing elemental power. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I'm gonna try to squeeze in one more game tomorrow morning before the convention ends. Also at the convention, actually today, I did an interview with Logan Chops Reviews. You can find them on Facebook, as well as the YouTubes. And this is a quick bit on who am I, what am I trying to do, and what I'm trying to accomplish with Kickstarter, and what is the new, fresh thing that I'm bringing to the area control type game space. So you can check that out more under Logan Chops Reviews when he gets that live. Alright, so what is the plan for next week? So going to the bottom here. So next week, I'm going to start, once I get back to Carson City, doing some more demos at the Reno area game stores, Reno, Carson City, and also Fallon. So definitely check the Facebooks for more information on those, and I'll share those when those events go live. I'm going to have events, that way people, just like I did for the Glass Die event at launch, that you can sign up for the event and hear about it ahead of time, so you can reserve a spot to play the game. And the idea is just either Friday and or Saturday to just be there for like 4 hours for a game, for people to sign up, show up and play, and be able to experience the game. Also, what's going on this week, on I believe Wednesday, during the Dice Towers crowd surfing YouTube live stream that during the board game spotlight, this could be a ad for ELEMANCERS Light and Dark. So if you want to get another quick snippet on what the game's all about, you can catch it by Mark during the crowd surfing stream. Which, if you're not familiar with the crowd surfing stream from Dice Tower, is they basically take a look every 2 weeks and look at all of the current active Kickstarters and comment on what they think about the games and what they think about the current projects that they see on them. So if you want to get a sneak peek into the game, tune in then as well. I believe it's Wednesday. And then the last thing I have to share with you, again, this is give us a quick update. You know, having fun DunderCon, opportunities where you can play the game, and opportunities where you can hear about the game. This is also an update for the Kickstarter. As you can tell when you looked at the Kickstarter, that there were going to be updates weekly, Sunday, on new stuff that's added to the campaign. And this is the first weekend. Good swig. And so, there was a minor reveal, which also was revealed before the campaign started, which was the Heart of Darkness and Feather of Light miniatures. And I hinted at, hey, there's more miniatures in this game, aren't there? And didn't I see miniatures on the scrolling slideshow to exacerbate the point? And the answer is correct. These miniatures you see here. So starting midnight tonight, these miniatures will be available for purchase on the Kickstarter campaign. And it's going to be a package deal as well as available as an add-on. So definitely take advantage of the deal starting this week, because if you get the core game and the miniatures, you can get it for a cheaper price combined than just getting the miniatures as an add-on separately. But including that you see here are all of the miniatures for the legendary creatures that are added to the game, as well as Bronzu, and a couple building miniatures that are actually citadels, that are actually part of the expansion of the game. So from left to right, what you see here is Leximog, who's the primal god of dark. Then next you have the Dark Faction Citadel, the Tenebrous Citadel. Next you have Bronzu, the Dragon of Balance. And you may already notice when you start looking at the models, especially for the creatures, not the buildings, because you haven't seen those yet, is they're the exact same model that was used for the illustrations as well. The two creatures on the ends were actually, the sculpts were made first, then the art was made off the sculpts. While the Bronzu miniature, the art was made first and the sculpt was made off the art. But they're meant to be one-on-one, so they look the same, so it's recognizable, and it's very cool because all of them had really cool postures and detail in all of the creature images. Next one, continuing from Bronzu, you have the Light Faction Citadel, so the Lux Citadel. And one of the cool things you may notice between the two is I want really to feel different, not just have a different color to the miniature. The fact that the Light Faction, it's very open and inviting, so it's a lot of rounded elements to it to make it look organic, promoting life. Whereas the Dark Faction Citadel, instead of rounded, has very sharp edges and buttressing and very intimidating and threatening, as opposed to giving. And that was the idea behind design for the difference between those two buildings. And then on the right, you have Umezoa, the primal god of light, which is one of my favorite ones, and also one of my favorite poses, because I thought it was just so cool. And it was an idea from the designer, which is actually the designer of all of these miniatures, which was Ben Wanat, who, if you remember that name, was the creative director and sculptor of all of the Dead Space franchise those horrific creatures, and just the lore and just the whole theme of Dead Space. He was the creative director, and it was awesome that he was able to offer to do these miniatures for me, because I worked with him previously on Dead Space 3. But anyway, back to Umezawa. I just thought it was so cool that he had it designed to her, because I wanted to have the wings, but the wings and her flying, it couldn't really hold the model because the wings were so slim compared to the body of the model. And I just thought it was a fantastic idea to have it so her jumping off this this boulder, because not only does it look cool, it shows like she's going in the battle, thrusting in the battle, but by having the wing and foot braced on that boulder also supports the model. So I just thought it was a really ingenious idea to do that. So all of these models are part of just deluxe upgrades to the game. None of these add additional gameplay or anything. And just so instead of having the standees for the creatures in the back, as well as standees that will be in the expansion for the buildings in the front, you can replace by having these awesome miniatures on the board. So definitely, if you want to learn more, check out the Kickstarter tomorrow morning. It'll be available as of midnight tonight, PST, and check it out to learn more. I know I went a little long on the miniatures, but the miniatures are really fucking cool. I mean, look at the miniatures. All right, so thanks for listening and watching, everybody. Again, this is Ismortah, and I currently have a Kickstarter that is live right now. So check it out to get more information, to find ways that you can help support and back this project. Because like I said, it's an awesome game. Everyone that's touched it loves the game. It just, I need to get the word out there and get supports, because I need to fund on Kickstarter to afford mass production. So if you want to get the game, please be sure to back the game. Thanks so much. Again, this is Ismortah, and I will have another update next Sunday, 7 p.m. PST, on ELEMANCERS Light and Dark. Thanks so much. Appreciate your support in advance, and I will catch you next time.